Hello, happy Friday. It's time for the joyful things of the week. And I made my list and then I had to amend it because I got another bit of joyful news. Okay, first joyful thing is I finished listening to the audiobook of Dave Grohl's The Storyteller. It is magical. It's such a love letter to music and the people in his life, famous and otherwise, that have made him who he is, especially his mom and his kids. It's just beautiful. It's beautifully written, and it's really nice to hear about his relationships with the various musicians in his life and Kurt Cobain, and I recommend it highly. I really loved it, and it was worth waiting for. It was worth listening to. It was just beautiful. The next, I am inhaling clementines at a speed I can barely keep up with from the grocery store. So clementines, why not? Could not find clementinis, so I'm back on Halos, but I got a really good bag of Halos this week, so I'm not mad at that. The next is my family and I have been obsessively protective of the original series, All Creatures Great and Small. We loved it. We've watched it multiple times, over the years. We'll rewatch stuff. We have no problem with that. So when PBS and Masterpiece came out with this new series, we were very reluctant to watch it because we're protective of the old stuff. We don't like remakes. It depends on the remake, but most remakes are not good. Anyway, I finally, we had it on our watch list, and my husband and I decided to start watching it. It is really good. The first 5 minutes I got nervous because if you know the series, you know that the character of Siegfried Varnen is... Robert Hardy was he is synonymous with Siegfried Varnen, in my opinion. Like, he is Siegfried Varnen. So to have somebody else playing that part, I got nervous, and I can't think of the actor's name, but I like the actor who's playing him. But I don't think I've seen him in many non-villainy type roles. And so this is a good guy that he's playing. And so, I got a little nervous because if you've seen the original series, you know how the character was played. And so I got worried it would be a little overacted. And so in the first 5 minutes, my husband and I didn't say anything, but we were both like, okay, they had to settle into the parts. I love Mrs. Hall. I could not stand Tristan at first, but now he really has grown on me. And I might have felt that way about the original Tristan. I can't remember. But I really do adore this James. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I would highly recommend watch the first series first, I think. Because then you really get, I don't know, I'm biased. I'm really biased. But this, I have to say, the scenery, they really are taking more advantage of the beautiful scenery of where they're filming because it's just gorgeous. It is just, watch it. I guarantee you're going to appreciate, if you don't even like the show, but you'll appreciate where they are. So beautiful. And the stories, it's such a wholesome show, and it's just beautiful. So I do recommend this new series. I think they're doing a good job with it. We're a couple of episodes into the second season, and we're late to the game because we were holdouts. Like, we won't watch it on principle, but I'm glad we did. And we'll see what happens. But so far, so good. And then I got lost. Oh, I took more pictures over the weekend when my husband and I went on our walk of the beautiful flowers that are in the park. I took a picture of a star magnolia, which I had never heard of. I had only seen them. But then we Google lensed them while we were walking because we couldn't figure out what they were. And then I think there was a dogwood of some kind. And then daffodils and little daisy type flowers, but they had a very scientific name, which I'm not remembering. And so I had my joyful list set for the week. I went in to get my blood work done. That was fun. But I'm glad the people at the lab were super cool. The phlebotomist was awesome. And I did, or I didn't do it, they did. We did the D-dimer, which is the protein that forms when your body is forming and breaking up clots. So when it came back elevated last week, I went straight into threat level midnight. I went right over the line of slightly worried concerned into, this is the big one, everybody get into a doorway or get under a table mode. I was freaking out. The nurse practitioner was nice enough to write a new order for me to get it redone. And a joyful thing, it is back in the range of normal. Granted, it's barely normal, but I will take barely normal versus even slightly elevated, because barely normal is better than my body forming and breaking up clots at an alarming rate. So, all right, it wasn't an alarming rate, but in my brain it was. Anyway, those are my joyful things. I highly recommend that you guys find your own joyful things because it releases endorphins. It makes us feel good, even if it's just for a few minutes. A few minutes is better than no minutes of smiling and feeling good. Oh, other joyful thing. I saw my mom this afternoon. I had to fast for my blood work, and so we met and ate and got to hang out for the afternoon, which was very nice. That's always a joyful thing. So enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend. The blog will be up in a little bit. Take care and have a good one. Bye.